Welcome to a quick walkthrough of the power of the Orchestrate method and framework of building prompts for better AI output. So in the top left here, I have taken a simple prompt. I've asked Claude to make me a web page that will run right on my computer, that will read the weather from my zip code, take in some information, ask a few questions about me, and then recommend songs for an 8-hour playlist for my workday. I asked it to build it so that nothing repeats and so that it aligns with the mood and tone of my day. So that same prompt I took in the upper left hand corner and I pasted that directly to Claude, and I've asked it to execute. And in the top left hand corner here, Claude has finished executing and returned an HTML file to us. I tried to run it right in the Claude previewer, but it failed. It said it required an API key. It gave me a link and directions for how to register an account and set up that API key. So I went ahead and logged into the OpenWeather API site that it recommended, and I signed up, registered an API key. I tried to keep it off screen here, so ideally nobody saw it, but I put the API key in and paused, scrolled up, and tried to execute the app for the first time. Again, this is what Claude built using a one-shot prompt that I pasted directly into it, and here in a second you will see that it fails. I did put the API key in up top. I promise I did. I did that both in the preview app as well as downloading and running the HTML locally on my machine with the API key in. No matter what I did, even after completing all questions that the app had, no matter how many times I hit the generate my playlist button, it did not run. Earlier in the video, you saw in the lower right-hand screen Claude working, ChatGPT working through building us a prompt. I asked ChatGPT using my Jules custom GPT, which is trained on my Orchestrate framework and prompt writing book. I asked it to take that same prompt that I gave to Claude, and I asked it to write me a prompt to direct Claude to, and then again I paste that exact same prompt that I had given to Claude originally. This is in a new chat to Claude, and now we are watching Claude run the Orchestrate prompt that was generated using the guidance and wisdom from my prompt engineering book. Without an API, it immediately fetches the weather. It allows me to set music preferences, allows me to set decades that I prefer, whether or not I prefer instrumental or music. Also allows me to allow or block explicit content, and then even give me the opportunity to provide it a list of artists that perhaps I do not want to hear from. I then clicked build my 8-hour playlist, and as you see here in the video, I simply scrolled down, and this is a .html file that Claude produced. I downloaded, it's running on my machine, and it worked. In just a moment, this was real-time video, this part is not sped up. It generated a recommendation of 100 songs, and it exceeded my expectations. Remember, my expectations didn't change. I provided my ChatGPT bot the same prompt I provided to Claude. The only interim step is I asked my ChatGPT to write a prompt following Orchestrate, and it did this. Sourced playable MP3 files, and now in the blink of an eye, I was able to download the CSV and the playlist file, as well as listen to 30-second previews of any song on the list. That is the power of Orchestrate. What is Orchestrate? Orchestrate is a book that I've written. It's a book that I've written based on my approach to talking to AI and asking it to help me build better prompts. I call it prompt washing, using one AI or even the same AI in different chats, asking it to help build a prompt. Orchestrate is a specific framework that I've built and developed by analyzing my successfully improving prompt outputs. and finding the methodologies that worked, and when I could get single-shot prompts to produce successful multi-stack solutions, I thought I might be onto something. So I've codified that knowledge in the first edition of my book. It is out on Amazon. Looking to get some feedback. Prove me wrong, challenge me, help me crack into this thought and idea of can we take just a simple framework for prompting AI and help people engage with it more efficiently, more effectively, and can other people get the same kind of results that we just saw here? Took the same exact prompt, same few sentences, gave it to Claude, it failed, gave it to my chat GPT that's trained on the Orchestrate framework, asked it to engineer an Orchestrate prompt for me, gave that prompt back to a new Claude chat, and we got amazing results in a one shot.